A digital redemption is built for scene 5. Link in caption, disclosure applies. Let's start making money. Level up, level up.
All right, welcome. Today we're going to break down a review of this program called Online Digital Redemption. Now, it makes a pretty bold claim that it can take anyone from a total digital beginner to a real tech pro. But does it actually work? Let's dive in and see. Okay, let's kick things off with a question that probably sounds a little too familiar. Have you ever gone down that YouTube rabbit hole, clicking one tutorial after another? And at the end of the day, you feel like you haven't actually learned anything solid? Yeah, it's super frustrating, right? And that is the exact problem this program says it can fix.
So here's the thing. The review points out that the real problem isn't that there's not enough info out there, it's that there's way too much. It's an overload. And without a clear map, it's just so easy to get lost. So first up, let's talk about why so many of us struggle to learn these skills on our own. And yeah, this slide just lays it all out. The review really nails down 4 common traps. First off, you learn things in the completely wrong order. I mean, it's like trying to build the roof of a house before you've even laid the foundation. It just doesn't work. Then, of course, you're following outdated tutorials, a total waste of time. And this is a big one. You can fall for scams or just plain bad information, something a lot of courses just kind of ignore. And what happens? You end up with a shaky foundation and never really build that complete skill set you were after.
Okay, so if that's the mess we're all in, what's the fix? Well, this is where the program comes in. The whole idea is that it's a structured path forward, a way to cut through all that online chaos. So let's see what it's actually offering. So here's the big promise, right on the box. And the review really zeroes in on these phrases: comprehensive learning path and structured curriculum. Look, the goal here isn't just to teach you one little thing. It's about turning you into what they call a confident, tech-capable operator. Someone who can actually, truly handle the modern digital world. All right, modern digital operator. Sounds cool, but what does that even mean? What do you actually learn in this thing? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the curriculum. Wow, okay, so the curriculum is pretty massive. You start with the basics, getting really good at search engines, mastering social media, but then it ramps up fast. You get into some really crucial stuff for today, like how to spot deepfakes and scams and how to use AI. And it doesn't stop there. It even gets into the more technical side of things like web development, a little bit of Python programming, and even cloud computing. This is not your average one-trick pony course. It's the whole shebang.
And this right here really gets to the heart of it. What the review keeps coming back to is that this isn't just a bunch of boring theory. Nope. Every single part of this is designed to give you practical skills you can use in real life, whether it's for your job, maybe a side business, or honestly, just to be a smarter, safer person online.
Okay, a program that covers all of that sounds amazing. But you know what's coming next, right? The big question, what's it gonna cost me? So let's get down to brass tacks, the price, how you get in, and a pretty big red flag that the review dug up. All right, so the review breaks down 2 ways you can pay. First, there's a monthly plan. It's $500 a month for 10 months, and you get access to the material in stages. Or you can just pay for it all at once. That's $4,999, and you get lifetime access. The total cost ends up being pretty much the same, so it really just comes down to what works better for your wallet and how you want to learn. Now, to make that price tag a little less scary, they say there's a 60-day money-back guarantee. That sounds great, right? But, and this is a big but, the review found a huge catch that you absolutely need to know about before you even think about buying. And here it is, the elephant in the room. The reviewer points out that even though they talk about a guarantee, when you actually try to click the links for the refund policy, the terms and conditions, or the privacy policy, they were all broken. Dead links. I mean, that is a massive red flag. So the advice from the review is crystal clear. Do not buy anything until you get those policies in writing from their support team first.
Okay, so let's put it all together. You've got this really impressive curriculum, a pretty high price tag, and this huge red flag about the policies. So, what's the bottom line? Let's figure out who this program is really for.
The review really lays it out pretty clearly here. This is probably a good fit for you if you're a business owner, a freelancer, maybe looking for a new job, and you need to get up to speed with all this stuff like yesterday. But on the flip side, let's be real. This is not some cheap, quick and dirty intro course. It's a serious commitment, both time and money.
So if you're looking for some kind of magic pill that gives you instant results without putting in the work, yeah, this ain't it. When you boil it all down, the review really lands on this one central point. The real value of this program isn't just the information itself. You could probably find most of it for free, right? No, the value is the structure. It's built for people who are just sick and tired of bouncing around randomly and are finally ready for a clear, step-by-step roadmap to build real skills. And that really brings us to the final question this review leaves us with. The whole bet this program is making is that structure is more powerful than just random searching. So the question isn't really about the program anymore, it's about you. Is a structured roadmap the one thing you've been missing to finally unlock your own digital potential?